Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to show you how to make your one-page professional website using the Nextr theme in WordPress. It's going to be a complete lead generation funnel. It's a single high-impact page to serve as a whole complete website. We're going to walk you through creating a landing page with a hero section, with a compelling headline and a photo, an About Me section to demonstrate your authority, and a services section to outline your offerings, a testimonial section for social proof, and finally a contact or a book now button or section with a form to get your potential clients in touch with you. All right, here we are on the WordPress dashboard. Now, this video assumes that you've already installed the Nextr theme, the extension, and the blocks, because we already have a whole series of videos taking a look at the Nextr blocks and the Nextr theme in general. So if you want to make a website like you just saw in the intro, stick around and hopefully this will serve as an outline or a jumping off point for you on your own journey to make your entire website. And if you want to go more in depth than that, we have a bunch of different videos talking about each one of Nextr's features one by one. So let's go ahead and create our website. Let's click on Add Page over here. And it's going to take us to the WordPress block editor. And let's call this page our one-page professional website. Now, all right. Let's go ahead and click on Publish. And once that's done, let's go ahead and click on these buttons, these dots over here, and let's set this as our home page. Set as home page. With that done, let's take a look at our live site over here. And you can see that it is blank because we haven't put anything on it yet. Now, Nextr WordPress shouldn't be considered just as a theme and website builder, a website platform. If you're serious about your business, you got to think about things not how they are as face value. You got to think of them as business tools. So Nextr makes it easy by giving you a whole bunch of plugins integrated into the theme, even just the free theme, and it saves you so much money in order to do that. But also with the blocks that it gives you, it's basically a really brilliant way to advertise yourself in a very professional manner, right? Rather than just sticking to social media, you have your own professional website that people might or will probably definitely respect you for. So let's go ahead and add a container here, and let's make a hero section. So Flexbox, and let's make it simple. And let's go ahead and add an image here. And then over here, let's design from scratch. And then over here, let's go ahead and add probably a paragraph. Let's go ahead and do that. Paragraph, paragraph. And you can tell the Nextr ones apart from the default WordPress ones because the Nextr ones have these big blue or like blue violet icons. And that's where we'll get started. Now with here, let's go ahead and just click on these and let's put in our images into here. Image, that is, and we can go ahead and put this in. I am and then we can go ahead and insert and paste in our text over here, and we can go ahead and change how this is all laid out as, and go over here to our flex property, and we can center everything up. Now, if we were to go over here, right, back to the base one under style, we can add a background image, and we can choose something big, something small. Let's go with something wide over here. Maybe something like that. And we can make our box full. We can change our gutter space, our gutter height, and our width. right, for everything. Let's make it maximum. For our position, let's center this, and then not repeat it. And then for this one, we can go ahead and add a background to this. Let's make it grayish. And we can change our spacing here, padding, margin, if you wanted to do all of that. But let's go ahead and click on save and see how this looks like first. Okay, and that's how it's going to look like. And if you wanted to, we can arrange the spacing of this, right? If we went up over here, we can change this inner container flex property. We can push this to the right if we wanted to. The same with this flex property. Let's push everything to the right. Oops. Something like that, actually, if we wanted to. There we go. Let's save that, and that should look a bit better on our site, since this isn't a full image, that is. Okay, there you go. It's very compelling, I suppose. Next, we can go ahead and add the following sections. Okay, so with that done, this is going to be a simple section over here for your little introduction. But if you wanted to go ahead and put in, let's say, your achievements, we can go ahead and insert those over here. Let's put in a simple heading. And then we can put in a stylish list here. If we can find it. Here we go. Design it from scratch, and we can add a whole bunch over here. So like, right? And we can customize all of the colors and so on from there. And then next, you can see everything here is based off of the containers and how they're laid out. And really, the containers are what do most of the work, and that's what separates this from just typing everything down and out. As you can see, we can center this also. Save this, and you'll see we now have a brand new section. We can add some other options here, like breadcrumbs, spacers, and other headings in between. But hopefully, so far, you can see that it's starting to come together little by little. Next, let's go ahead and insert a heading over here to define the section. Let's go over here. Right? And if you weren't satisfied with these, you can go ahead and change the title tag, right? And center this up too. Or we can go ahead and change the typography manually and then change the text from there. We can even make it bigger or smaller. And let's go ahead and put in a container here. And let's use a grid of, or probably better, a flexbox of 4. And then little one by one, we can add a pricing table. Okay, and then we'll put that here. 1. Let's duplicate this. 2. Oops. And let's go and just use this, shall we? 1, 2, and then we'll drag and drop this over here, and then this one over here. There we go. And then if you wanted to customize this, all you have to do is just click on this. Right, and then we can change the text over here. And again, you can change like how all of these are laid out, right? If you wanted to. Pricing area, we can change the prefix, we can change the style per year. Just change the number, you know, Oops. And then that's how it'll look like. Let's save it again and then let's see how this all looks like. And again, we can go over here, right, before we continue there. Let's add a background color to this just to make it pop out a little. All right, break it up from everything else. And you'll see how it looks like. And hopefully we have enough. It'll load up. Okay. And there we go. It's starting to come together. I don't think it's saved, so we'll just have to reload that. Okay, and there we go. And let's go ahead and add maybe some fake numbers, shall we? We can add probably another container here, and then we can make it be add some headings here. And we can add some number counters here, here, and here. And you'll see what they are. And in fact, you know what? We might not even need these. So, right, and then we can change the digit to this, and then we can change this. Right. We'll change our icon over here to okay, and then for this one, digit postfix. And then for this one, let's change it to oops. And then let's change the icon to maybe a clock. And then for this one, let's go ahead and change it to okay. Now let's save this and see how this looks like on our live site. Or maybe we can even add a heading to this first in between. Save that and see how this looks like. Reload that. And there you go. It's starting to count up for us. Okay. Now let's add a testimonial section over here. And let's add a heading. Just name it. See what our or let's say my, since this is a single professional site. And let's put in some testimonials over here. Let's go ahead and make a container. Or we might not even need one. Let's see. Testimonials should be down over here. Design from scratch. One. And then you can see here, we can add it from here. So we don't even need to show it in such a way. There you go. I'll probably stick with this. And that should be fine. All you have to do is just like type in here and you can rearrange them. For this one, we're going to have it as a carousel just to save some space. some scrolling space so that our potential customers don't have to go too far, right? Right? It's very visual. Everything starts to move. Everything's in its place, right? It's all laid out very simply, very easy to read, and very easy to follow. Last but not least, let's go ahead and add our contact us section over here. Are you ready to work with me? And we can center this. Let's add a container here, Flexbox with the double thing. And let's add a map here. Let's put this over here. That's fine, just as an example. And let's add in our stylish list here. You can find it. There we go. Stylish list. Find from scratch. List item 1. Right, and then we can center these up. And then if you don't like how they're spaced, just go into the container, go under layout and flex property, and then center everything up. Okay. With that good, let's add in a form just to make things really nice. So here, if I can't even find it, let's go ahead with form, drag and drop that into here, design it from scratch, and we can have this as that. Okay. So if you have any inquiries, let's go ahead and put in a header here. Yeah, I'm certain I spelled that wrong. And this is just going to be the default Nextr form block. As you can see, it comes with a name, last name, email. If you wanted to add in a numeric input such as you could definitely do that. Okay, and then for layout, we can make the width, we can space it out however we want. Okay, and if we were to go up here, you can see the block. By default, the action after submit is to send an email. You'll just enter your email here, and whatever your user inputs into here, you will get it as a message in your email. If you get Nextr Pro, you'll get a bunch of other content here, some styles. But similarly, you'll have some other options here for MailChimp, MailerLite, so on and so forth. But by default, the free version either lets you redirect or simply send an email to your email. So let's go and click on Save and take a look at our one-page professional website. Okay, so here we are. We have the link to websiteassets.net. There's a picture of website assets himself, a short description, oh, this person's very involved. These are the business services that they offer. Some cool statistics. Ooh, numbers are moving. That's a lot of money for sure. That's a lot of people saved. And oh, it's legit because these are real people with real names and real images and real reviews. And here's my contact. This map isn't working because we don't have the API set up, but just imagine there's a map there. And we have our address, phone number, and email address over here. But if we are too lazy to contact them there, or if it's not business hours, we can always just contact them right here, right away, and it's going to be fast. And hopefully we get an email back if we don't get a response from one of these first. Okay, so hopefully this serves as a framework. We have other videos such as making an FAQ page, separate pages if you want to have a multiple page professional website rather than just this. We have videos on how to add social media links if you want to redirect your potential clients to your social media accounts rather than having to contact you the old school way. But having a professional website as a business tool makes you look very professional and very reputable, given that all of your business information, all of your services, all of your technical things are laid out in a easy to read graphical way, especially when it's just a one-page site like this. Your customers and clients will see who you are, what you do, what you sell, what your results are, and they will definitely be able to contact you right away. So if you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, as it really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. Show this kind of video to other nerds like us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Hey, if you want to know where to get the blocks that we used in this video to make forms real simple, real easy, check out the link in the description. It'll take you to the website of Nextr where you can get the Nextr blocks yourself. Now, if you check out the pricing, they have 3 different levels: starter, professional, and studio. We recommend getting the studio one because it's a one-time payment. It's lifetime. You get all the blocks, so you don't have to worry about not having the right blocks to get what you need done. Thanks again, and we'll see you on the next one. Hey, if you found this video helpful, be sure to check out one of our other videos, or go ahead and check out our channel and subscribe to see more content like this.